When people think leverage, they always think, oh my God, leverage is risk. Leverage is awful. We think, flashback if you were around back then to the financial crisis, and leverage is the devil. But there's all kinds of different leverage. There's the leverage that is like octane. There's debt, which is inherent leverage, where you're taking $1 and you're borrowing $1, and the cost of the borrow is less than the outcome of what you put that dollar into, and things of that nature.
I mean, people are, I think, rightfully wary of leverage, right? If you look at every major financial catastrophe, leverage is usually at the scene of the crime, but it's rarely there alone. It's normally there with over-concentration risk and illiquidity. And those things together are just a very dangerous combination, right? But leverage on its own is an amplifier. You can use it to amplify return, and if you're not careful, you can use it to amplify risk, right? When you think about using leverage for diversification, though, you can use it to introduce a new return stream, being additive in your returns, but not necessarily multiplicative in your risk, because the thing you're adding is different. So what's always interesting to me about leverage is people have this aversion to leverage in their investments, but most people incorporate leverage and, in fact, return stacking to a meaningful degree in their personal lives.
Yes.
A lot of the mass affluent that advisors work with tend to own a home and have a mortgage, and they also have an investment portfolio. That is a form of when you take a look at the holistic household net worth, that's a form of return stacking, right? Or what you do is you say, well, let me get a mortgage, which is a form of debt, buy this house asset, and then I'm going to use the leftover money to buy a portfolio. Well, when you look at that at a household level, now you have two assets, your house and your investment portfolio, and you got there by using some leverage. But people are comfortable with that because typically houses and investments, they zig and zag at different times. And so there's a degree of comfort to return stacking at the household level. We're advocating for the same thing just within the investment portfolio to introduce other diversifiers.